I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. Let's look at weather warnings. So there is no weather warning. So let's look at precipitation pattern, pressure pattern. Actually, so starting from 1012, 1012, 1016 millibars of pressure. Automatically whatever. So let's look at next hour, which is 8 p.m. June the 10th. So 1008, 1004 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tower, which is June 11 day something. 1004, 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to the next tower, which is 90 tower, June 12 day something. 1008, 1008, 1008 millibars, 1004 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 8 p.m. June 13th. So 1008, 1012, 1010, 1004 millibars of pressure. Let's look at precipitation patterns starting from 2 p.m. So wartime boils in onward. Collingwood, Dawson second got some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. So this is something. Bombi, Sunday, Saturday, Midland, Baptist, Sissaga, Brampton, Darlington, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oku, Hamilton. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So now on the lake, light is going to be 0.25, heaviest 2.5 millimeters. Same thing in Niagara Falls City exam. Same. So Hobbs Bay, Wartime, Poyalton, Onward is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Line says it's going to get some 2.5 millimeters. So, but like Hobbs Bay, Wartime, Boreals, and Hanover is actually going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Include, or that's wrong place. Betty, Orangeville, Collingwood is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is. Let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. Lion said will be Wartime, Poyalton, Onward, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville. Those is gonna get some Betty. Those is gonna get some personal capacity. Those is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Pebbles, Jodidio, Adela, Lingwood, and the Beach, Midland. Those is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough heaviest 2.5, light is 0.25. Stouffville is going to get some 0.25. So it's 0.25. So Niagara Lake is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower. So Niagara Lake doesn't count. So let's go to the next tower. Sunday. Let's go to 11 p.m. This Sunday. So Wartime, Poyalton, Collingwood, on the beach with land on the library. Pebbles, Jordania, Scarborough, Downtown, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Orange World. The Oasis are gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa is gonna get some 2.5 heavies, light is 0.25 millimeters. Coburg is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters. Hamilton, Oco. Listen, Sissaga, the whole Sissaga got some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, so line side OB Salome is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Really good switch. So let's go to the Fall City. Heaviest 2.6.25 is 2.5 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is still for 0.25 millimeters. So let's go to next EPM. There is something. Like said, OB, Whitechapel, in hardware. Hugo, Mississauga, Brampton, Orange. Mississauga, Brampton, Downwater, Whitwell, Newmarket. Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge. Since I get against some 0.25 millimeters, Niagara Lake Heavy Superfine Island is 0.25, Niagara Velocity is 0.25 millimeters, Malvo's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters, Colberg 2.5 millimeters, Peterborough 2.5 millimeters, Georgia is gonna get some Georgia is gonna get some 6.25, and he's gonna be 12.5, Babylon is 2.5 millimeters, Lakewood is gonna get some 12.5 millimeters, Saturday Midlands 12.5 millimeters, Bobby's on the beach gonna be 6.25 millimeters, so let's go to next tower, which is Whitehead. Let's go to Lemony, and it is Sunday. So, oopsie, white poison on the way. They're gonna lay on velocity amateur oko sisaga rabbit oi to data to which will the market scarborough to full last switch cobra Peterborough Babylons. Those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Got it with 2.5 millimeters on the baby. Let's gonna get better. He's gonna get some 6.25 and he's gonna get some 12.5 millimeters on the last 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's look at next tower, which is London. Melbourne, super 5 millimeters. So let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. Port Elton, Hanover, Collingwood, Bombay, Sunderby, Salaby, Midland, Alabama, Georgia, Baptist, Larga, the Lake, parts of the Larga, Falsity, Edmonton, Oco, Sissaga, Brampton, Rachel, Danata, Mitchell, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stowful, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Baptist, Georgia, Betty, so Martin. So let's go to the next tower, which is so let's go to the next tower, which is what so cool Saga Brampton Oito Data which held the market Scarborough Stouffer Lashua Uxbridge Webness Jotinia Betty on the Collingwood Midland. On the lake, those is second again, Peterborough Belvoir, those is second again, some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to the next tower. On the lake, 0.25 millimeters, including parts of the capacity. So APM, there is something. Brampton, Wainswood, Downtown, Whitfield, the market, Scarborough, Stouffer, Lashua, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belvoir, Betty, Babylon, Georgia, Dark on the lake, parts of dark velocity dose is second to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is Sunday. Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville. Dose is second to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Loading Appleton, dark velocity is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next suburb, which is 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There's nothing else. 2 p.m. This Sunday. White Temple in Underwear, Collingwood, Bombay, on the beach on the Bay, Midland, Betty, and the Virginia, by vessels, Uxbridge. They're gonna lake parts of it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 5 p.m. It is Sunday. Collingwood, Bombay, on the beach on the Bay, Midland, and the Betty, Georgia. Uku Abington Arga Lake Pottsdam Velocity Sissaga Brampton Oito Data Visual Market Scarborough Stouffer Lashma Uxbridge Coburg Belleville Dorset Port Elton Dorset gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Follow the Peterborough Belleville the Isles it's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something so Nagana Velocity Edmonton Oko Sissaga Brampton Oito Data Visual the Market Scarborough Stouffer Lashua Uxbridge Coburg Peterborough Belleville Babylon Georgia Mary on the Lado Sissaga to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next suburb, which is 11 p.m. This Sunday. So Niagara, those. So let's go to the next tower, which is this I think why Tapoyos. Those is to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. this Sunday. Why Tapoyos in Underwear, Collingwood, Bobby, Stanley, Salami, Milan, and Lamedi, Georgia, Baptist. Since I got Brampton, Oito, Richmond the market. Dawson's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain falling through the Gold Coast. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is Sunday. Hollywood, Bobby, Stanley, Salami, Milan. Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls City, Dawson's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Hamilton Oak is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So since I got Brampton, I told East Local Director with her the market, Scarborough, Stouffer, Lashua, Uxbridge, Georgia, Alala, those since I could get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, and it's 2.5 millimeters, Georgia's 6.25 millimeters is going to get some 12.5 millimeters. Coburg, 2.5 millimeters, Peterborough is going to be 6.25 millimeters. So let's go to 5 p.m. So this I think so. Hamilton Oko Narga Lake Super 5 Ludes, Suzaga, Brampton, Oiso, Dada, which held you markets, Calabro, Stoufel, Lasava, Uxbridge, Colbuck. Jordinia Bablas is going to get some 6.25 battery. Alala is going to get some 2.5 millimeters bubbles, 2.5 millimeters. Dark, like heaviest 2.5 light 0.25. Dark velocities, whole dark velocity. Midland is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's look at 3 p.m. So this is actually 8 p.m. So Koba, Peterborough, Ashama is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Uxbridge is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. Scarborough, Lake, Fawcett is going to get some 0.25 millimeters. So let's go to 11 p.m. There is nothing else. 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There's nothing else. 2 p.m. There is nothing else in Brampton. 5 p.m. There is something. Linwood, Betty, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, parts of it. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Brampton, Orange was going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So, Betty 0.25 millimeters. So, 11 p.m. There is nothing else. So, let's look at first pattern. Let's look at first total precipitation starting from 8 p.m. There is something. So, Water 7 degrees, Liquid 12 degrees, Barbies for 3 degrees, Hardware is gonna get some 4 degrees, Liquid 12 degrees, Barbies, whatever. So everywhere there plus 5 millimeters, Hamilton Oakland 7 millimeters, Brandon 5 millimeters, this is like 5 millimeters, Down 5 millimeters, Cabro 5 millimeters, Stoffel 5 millimeters, Deep Market 3 millimeters, Arkansas 2 millimeters. Oaks was 2 millimeters, Sasha 5 millimeters, Swedenborg 8 millimeters, Cobra 8 millimeters, Babbles 8 millimeters. Jorginho's gonna get some 12 millimeters. So 7 millimeters. Bablas is gonna get some 7.5 millimeters, man. He's gonna get some. Olola's gonna get some 6.5 millimeters. 7 actually. So it's going to be actually 7 low 7 millimeters, man. He's gonna get some 17 millimeters. Hope say he's gonna get some 8 millimeters of rainfall. Like, so he's gonna get some 9 millimeters, 8 millimeters of rain, 5.5. So that's actually going to be 12.5, which is 12, 11 millimeters, 12.5. Solid is 23 millimeters, 22. Inlet's going to get some. Inlet's going to get some 17, 15, 16 millimeters of inlet. So that means going to get some 15 millimeters, so 16 millimeters. Bobby's going to get some 60 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is 60, 70 millimeters above beach. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m., which is June 11th, day something. So Port Elgin, 0.4 millimeters, Hardware 0.6 millimeters, so 4 millimeters, Lakewood 0.8 millimeters, so Thunder Beach gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, Midland 0.9 millimeters, Thunder Beach gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, and there are 2 millimeters. Niagara Lake, velocity 1 millimeters. Hamilton Oakland is gonna get some 1 millimeters. Oakland Light is gonna get some 0.7 millimeters. Brampton is gonna be 0.6 millimeters. Orange was 0.6 millimeters. Toronto 0.6 millimeters. Twin Hills 0.7 millimeters. The Market 0.6 millimeters. Scarborough 1 millimeter. Sofa 1 millimeter. Uxbridge 3 millimeters. Ashburn 1 millimeter. Speedboard 2.6 millimeters. Marble 1 millimeters. Colburn 1 millimeters. Georgia 1 millimeter. 2 millimeters. Babylon 3 millimeters. Spanish 3 millimeters. Olala 2 millimeters. License 0.3 White 0.3 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is London. Let's go to 8 p.m. June the 12th is something. Everywhere there was 2.5 millimeters. Hamilton Oak 5 millimeters. Since August, gonna get some 9 millimeters. Brampton 8 millimeters. Over 10 millimeters. Scarborough. Dodder 10 millimeters. Scarborough 10 millimeters. Market orange 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, Sashua 12 millimeters, Peterborough to 50 millimeters, Coburg 10 millimeters, Babel 5 millimeters. Jordinia is going to get some 12 millimeters, Babylon is 12 millimeters, Mary's got top of 5 Babylon, Mary's going to be 6 millimeters, on the last going to get some 7 millimeters. White 1 millimeters, Boy Origins 0.8 millimeters, Hardware is going to get some 0.6 millimeters, Collingwood is going to get some 7 millimeters, 0.7 millimeters, 0.7 millimeters, 0.8 centimeters, 0.8 millimeters, inlets, 2 millimeters, centimeters, gonna get some 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is APM. This I think. So Brampton is gonna get some 0.3 millimeters. Scarborough is gonna get some 2 millimeters, 0.7 millimeters. So Betty 0.3 millimeters. Collingwood 0.6 millimeters, man. So millimeters then. So let's go to downtown whatever. Let's go. So we try out 0.7 millimeters. So let's go to air precipitation pattern. So air temperature pattern. We need snowfall, sleet, freeze grades. So refresh. So let's look at 3 p.m. There is Sunday. Always. So water 23 degrees, Boylston 20 degrees, Honduras 21 degrees, 7 Dark 28.5 Hamilton, Old Coast 34 degrees, Old Coast gonna get some 19 degrees, Old Coast light is gonna be coldest, 24 degrees, that's warmest. So, since I get 22 degrees, I turn to 22 degrees, we're at 38 degrees, over 27 degrees, Scarborough is gonna get 25 degrees, Newmarket, 27 degrees, Orangeville, 28 degrees, Hooksville, 25 degrees, Ashford, 23 degrees, Meadowar, 27 degrees, Coburg, 19 degrees, Melbourne, 26 degrees, Jordan is gonna get some 26, 8 degrees, Babylon is 28 degrees, and he's 27 degrees on the last 27 degrees. So let's go to Hope City. It's going to get some 50 degrees. License going to get some 21 degrees. Linkwood 24 degrees. Solomon is going to get some 25 degrees. Palm is going to get some 24 degrees. Thunder is going to get some 90 degrees. Inla is going to get some 26 degrees. Thunder is going to get some 82 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 70 AM. This something. We're 70 degrees. Honolulu is gonna get some 70.5 degrees. March at 90 degrees. Homes is gonna get some 70 degrees. License is gonna 50 degrees. Collingwood 90 degrees. Beach 90 degrees. Solomon is gonna give you some 20 degrees. Sunny Beach is gonna get some 50 degrees, 60 degrees. So everywhere there, was 21 degrees. Hamilton, Oakland 21 degrees. Brampton 21 degrees. Mississauga 90 degrees. Arlington 90 degrees. Oakville 20 degrees. Scarborough 19.5 degrees, the market also 30 degrees, Oxford 90 degrees, Ashton 80 degrees, Peterborough 90 degrees, Coburg 70 degrees, Babel 90 degrees, Georgia 21 degrees, Babylon 30 degrees, Mary 30 degrees, Alala 30 degrees. So let's go to the next tower. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. So watch at 80 degrees, Boylston 50 degrees, Honduras 60 degrees, watch at 80 degrees, Collingwood 23 degrees. Hopefully it's gonna be 50 degrees, Lindsay, 50 degrees everywhere there, 177.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland, 77 degrees, Brampton, 29, Mississauga, 73 degrees, Dartmouth, 23 degrees, 24 degrees, this is Saga. Snowfall, 28 degrees, Scarborough is gonna get some 27 degrees, Dartmouth, 23 degrees, Newmarket, also 28 degrees, Uxbridge, 28 degrees, Ashland, 24 degrees, Peterborough 26 degrees, Colbert 28 degrees, Melbourne it's gonna be 24 degrees, Georgia 26 degrees, Babylon 27 degrees, Mandy 25 degrees, on the last 24 degrees. So let's go to Salt Lake Bay, 20 degrees, 19. Palm Beach 90 degrees, Thunder Beach gonna get some 60 degrees, Inland's gonna get some 22 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 70. There is something. So, everywhere dark for 21.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland, 21 degrees, Oakland, 30 degrees, Mississauga, 23 degrees, Brampton, 22 degrees, Oakville, 21 degrees, Scarborough, 22, 20.5 degrees, Atlanta, 30 degrees, Newmarket, Orangeville, 21 degrees, Oxford, 21 degrees, Ashland, 30 degrees, Peterborough, 19 degrees, Coburg, 60 degrees, Melbourne, 19 degrees. So Warsaw 30 degrees, Boyle 80 degrees, Ottomans 80.5 degrees, Lakewood 20 degrees, Palm Beach 80 degrees, Alabama 90 degrees, that means 16 degrees. Georgia 19, 22 degrees, Mary 21 degrees, Memphis 21 degrees, Alalas 21 degrees, so Jose 70 degrees, license, gonna get some 40, 50 degrees, so let's go to the next tower. Let's go to 3 p.m. It is Sunday, so white at 24 degrees, worlds at 80 degrees, Hanoi 22 degrees, Homes at 22 degrees, lights at 22 degrees, Everywhere dark past 27.5 degrees. Habitat equals 25 degrees. So equals 25 degrees. This is August 24. 6 degrees. Brighton 29 degrees. Hopeful 28 degrees. Scarborough 27 degrees. Darlington 25 degrees. Newmarket 27 degrees. Sorry, so 27 degrees. Hooksville 24 degrees. Sasha 25 degrees. Peterborough 25 degrees. Colby 21 degrees. Babel 25 degrees. Georgia 24 degrees. Salala 24 degrees. Barely 25 degrees. Babylon is going to get 25 degrees. Bollywood is going to get some 24 degrees. Bobby's 21 degrees. Solomon is going to get some 21 degrees. Sunny is going to be 60 degrees. And last going to be 24 degrees. Salala 24 degrees. Eddie's 25 degrees. Babylon is 25 degrees. Georgia 24 degrees. So let's go to the next stopper, which is 70. There is Sunday. So March 21 degrees, Royal today, 19 degrees, Hanover 30 degrees, Collingwood 22 degrees, Solid Bay, Bar Bay 32 degrees, 31. Thunder Bay's gonna get some 20 degrees, Ella's gonna get some 22 degrees, Alala 22 degrees, Mary 31 degrees, Babylon's 21 degrees, Georgia 21 degrees, Hope's Bay is 80 degrees, Light so it's gonna get some 70 degrees everywhere. Niagara Falls is going to be 21.5 degrees. Hamilton Oakland's 22 degrees. Oakland's 30 degrees. This is like 30 degrees. Southampton 30 degrees. Brampton 22 degrees. Dover 21 degrees. Scarborough 30.5 degrees. Newmarket Orangewood 21 degrees. Uxbridge 21 degrees. Sasha 19 degrees. Peterborough 21 degrees. Coburg 70 degrees. Babel 19 degrees. So let's go to 3 p.m. This is Sunday. So watch at 80 degrees Wilson, 50 degrees Hanover, 60 degrees Collingwood, 30 degrees Barbies, 80 degrees Columbies, 60 degrees Thunderbees going to get some all degrees, which is 11 degrees actually. So Holmes is going to get some 60 degrees, Lines is going to get some 70 degrees. So let's 60 degrees actually. So let's it is. 60 degrees, 70 degrees nice. So everywhere there was 24 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland, 24 degrees, Oakland's gonna get 23 degrees, 32. Sisaka, 23 degrees, 23 degrees, Brandon, 25 degrees, Dover, 23 degrees, Scarborough, 22.5 degrees, Newmarket, 22 degrees, sorry, so 24 degrees, Hooksmith, 22 degrees, Ashford, 20 degrees, Peterborough, 20 degrees, Coburg, 19 degrees, Babel, 23 degrees, Georgia, 20 degrees. Paris, 90 degrees, Babylon, 20 degrees, Alaska, 20 degrees. So let's go to the next tower. Let's go to 8 a.m. There is Sunday. So watch at 80 degrees, Boyles is 60, 70 degrees, Hanover 70 degrees, Hoops is 60 degrees, Lights is 50 degrees. Everywhere there was 30 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 90 degrees, Brampton 30 degrees, Mississauga 90 degrees, Atlanta 90 degrees, Scarborough 90 degrees, 20 degrees to for 90 degrees the market, or it's a 90, 80 degrees, or it's a 90 degrees, 80 degrees. Uxbridge 80 degrees, Ashford 80 degrees, Peterborough 80 degrees, Coburg 60 degrees, Babel 90 degrees, Georgia 90 degrees, Babylon 90 degrees, Mary's 90 degrees, Alala 90 degrees. Solomon 80 degrees, Inlands 80 degrees, Bobby 70 degrees, Thunder Beach gonna get some 40 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is so let's go to the next tower, which is 2 p.m. It is Sunday. Boyles 21 degrees, Warta 24 degrees, everywhere, Argos 36 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 25 degrees, Sissaga 22 degrees, Brampton 27 degrees, Tofu 36 degrees, Darrata 22 degrees, Scarborough 24 degrees, Newmarket, Orangewood 26 degrees, Oaks 25 degrees, Sasha 22 degrees, Peterborough 25 degrees, Colbert 80 degrees, Babel 24 degrees, Lakewood 23 degrees, Barbies 22 degrees, Solomon 22 degrees, London Beach 90 degrees, Georgia is gonna be 25 degrees, Mary 26 degrees, Pamela is 26 degrees, Alana 26 degrees, and last gonna get 24 degrees. So Hanover is gonna get 22 degrees, Home is gonna be 21 degrees, so Lights is gonna get some 90 degrees, so let's go to the next tower. There is no next tower, so this is the end of the video.